Today we'll be talking about purpose. Truthfully, purpose is such a near and dear subject for me. It's something that literally tears me apart and brings me back together, and I'm so excited to share with you purpose. The reason it's so touchy is because the truth is you really matter, and I matter, and we all matter together. A lot of people don't believe it, and it really tears my heart. It took me a while for me to even discover my purpose and know that I matter and my contributions to the world matter. It's so selfish for someone not to live in purpose, because those contributions that you have to give to the world can really matter. It can literally save someone's life. It can honestly keep someone here on earth. It can matter the whole world, and you absolutely have no idea. And most people, when you ask them what they want to do in life or who they want to be when they grow up, they usually say something that is meaningful, something that they know that they can serve the world. But when we get to adulthood, somehow that belief has left us, and we choose to live in fear. We choose to not believe in ourselves because enough voices have told us that we don't even matter. As we've grown up, we're not living in purpose anymore. We're not aligned because we're scared of living in poverty. We're scared of not being the best out there. We're scared of failing. We're scared of what the voices are going to say about our choice. We're just scared, period. There's no need to live scared because you're more than capable. You're the one that has the resources. You just have to tap in.
So the first level of success is you just kind of seeing it. And I know it's kind of scary when you think about what is my purpose, or trying to define your purpose, because you look at the bigger picture, you look at your future, you know that your purpose has to be for you, you know your purpose has to be for somebody else, you know your purpose has to be for the world, you know your purpose has to be, if you're a believer, for God. And what is your purpose and what are you going to define? So the first level is just seeing it, being able to create it and build upon it and design it the way that you want to do it. See, I like what Genesis said, that you matter. You'll never in life ever have, be, or do what you want if you don't first realize that you matter, that everyone was born with a purpose, and we all have a purpose in our life. And when we stop challenging ourselves, when we stop growing, most of the time is we don't know what our purpose is, and we haven't defined what our purpose is. My mentor once asked me, how easy is it to get out of bed when you know you're not doing the best that you can? You know you're not giving as much as you can. You know you're not doing everything that you can. You know it's not easy. But when you're working on your purpose, when you're working on your dream, you're going to stay up till 2 o'clock, wake up early at 6 o'clock, running and rushing to whatever it is that you're doing that will get you so inspired, so moved that you know this is your purpose. You know this is what you're meant to do. You know this is what your dream is. You know this is you, and you're not waiting any longer, and you're gonna give it your all.
I couldn't agree anymore. When you live aligned with your purpose, there's no doubt it adds meaning to your life. It simplifies your life, focuses your life, motivates your life. And for the believers out there, it prepares you for God. It prepares you for eternity. It prepares you for His kingdom. See, many people are living and driven by fear. Either living in some sort of guilt, some resentment, maybe anger. Maybe they're driven by materialism. But there's no doubt there's others who are living and driven by approval. It's time we cut that. It's time that we stop living in fear and we face it. It's time that we rise and live in purpose. It's time that we do this for ourselves, for our family, for our friends, for the world. We all talk this big talk about the stuff that we don't like. We complain so much about others. Sometimes we even do complain about ourselves and we don't do anything. And I'm here to tell you and let you know that it is time you stop doing that. There's so much more you can offer to this world, and we need you. You, the listener, matters. If no one ever told you that, I'm here to tell you that. I strongly believe that you matter, and I need you. We need you.
It's true. When you're living a life of purpose, you most of the time are going to notice that you're not living a selfish life. You're not living for yourself. You're also not driven by, like Genesis said, you're not driven by resentment. You're not driven by anger. You're not driven by guilt. You're not driven by fear. You're not driven by approval. You are purposely driven to help as many people out as you possibly can. Have you ever kind of noticed that when you go out of your way to help somebody, when you go out of your way to give to somebody or be there for somebody, you always feel the best when you are giving back and you're a contribution to the world. So for you searching for your purpose, discover first what it is that you love. Second, how can you contribute to what it is that you love, and how can you contribute to the world, and how can you give back to the world?
I know some of you listeners out there are really thinking about being, let's say, doctors, lawyers, maybe some things that others have embedded in you. Maybe your parents have told you, hey, it'd be great if you were a dentist, and you're going to school right now trying to become a dentist, or you're going to school for whatever reason that you don't really feel like that is your calling, but you're doing it for either the money or to please your parents. I mean, there's other examples out there, but that's one of the biggest ones I can think of. And I'd like to share that I went off to school, and when I first began, I thought I wanted to go into biology because I wanted to become a doctor in order to make big money, in order to do what my parents wanted me to do. In the end, I ended up getting a degree in psychology, went into the field, and honestly quit within like 6 months. I couldn't hack it. I couldn't do it. At that moment, I didn't feel like I was really living in purpose. So instead, I turned to a different industry, ended up staying there, learned so much, and now I know and I'm ready to live in purpose. And my purpose is to be here for you, to let you know, give you small reminders that you matter, that we need you, that it's imperative for you to live in your own purpose, that if you don't feel slightly content right now with your life, that if you're not feeling 100% okay with the way that you're living, whether you have money or don't have money, whether you have the dream guy or girl, whether or not you are making big bucks at this like awesome job that everyone wishes to have, if you have all of that and you're still not happy, there's a big reason why, and it's likely because you're not aligned with your purpose. There's something missing that you don't feel at ease, and it likely means that it's time for you to tap into that one thing that you strongly love, that one thing that people will likely criticize you about. I want you to tap in, and the thing is, you likely already know, but you've been neglecting it and you've been rejecting it, and it's time that you listen to that one thing that is tugging your heart and telling you that it wants to come and flourish into life. It's time you bring that out, because that is your purpose. That is your true desire, and that is what you already are equipped with. So do us all a huge favor and listen to that voice inside of you. My challenge to you is to jot down what it is that you have been neglecting. I want you to answer the first question: are you living in purpose? Second, what it is that you love. This could be a couple of things. It doesn't have to be one. What is it that you love? And 3, what is it that you have to do in order to sprout that into life and live in purpose? I want to thank you once again for tuning in. I know that by now you've been reflecting a lot, and maybe you've broken down a couple of times, but know that this is part of the process. A lot of times you will feel lonely, and a lot of times you will feel lost, and a lot of times you will feel confused, maybe angry at where you're at. Just know that we're here for you. Know that we're here to walk with you in this journey. Know that we've gone through it and we continue to go through it. The only difference is we have that support, and we have tools and resources to help us, and we're here to share it with you. Have a wonderful day. Can't wait to hear what is your purpose and what are the things that you love. Day 5, we'll be talking about love, self-love, and universal love.